Have you ever been in a place in your life where you feel lost and lacking direction? What could be missing is really finding your soul's mission and purpose. Today, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to find that deeper soul's calling that you're here to do in this lifetime. There are a lot of misunderstandings about what purpose really means. I like to use the word mission to represent that underlying why of why you're here and what you're accomplishing. It's your service that you're here to do for yourself and for others. But to open up this video today, I want to share with you a definition of purpose because it may help you clarify some areas where you have some misunderstandings. For example, a lot of people think that their purpose is their career, and your purpose is not that. Right? Your purpose is growth and lessons. So let me read this definition to you, and excuse me for looking away as I read it. So purpose, it's a journey, not a destination. It unfolds through involvement in life. It is not something a psychic can tell you in a reading. It is something unique within you that you have truly come to do. Your instincts will naturally guide you to experiences that will unfold it. It is a plan to help you grow in consciousness, to become a master of yourself. It is specific lessons to learn. So how does that definition differ from maybe what you have been thinking of what is your purpose? Sometimes people ask me like, okay, Melissa, tell me, give me a reading, tell me my purpose. And it's not something I can really do. I can guide you, I can help you with your heart's desires, but your life purpose and your mission comes from within you, and it's going to unfold over time. The key there to me in that definition that I really want to emphasize to you is to trust your instincts and to follow your instincts. And that is different from the intellect, right? The busy mind. Your intuition, your instincts are guiding you to it. So you want to follow that. What are you feeling drawn to? What are you feeling pulled toward? Follow that pull. The only thing that gets in the way of that is when we have beliefs and programming that we've picked up from the outer. Maybe your parents had very strong ideas about what you should be doing with your life, and you start to follow their dreams rather than your own. Maybe you get caught up in the fears or society's expectations. There's sort of this, I know the way I was raised was sort of this very middle class view of life. You go graduate from high school, then you go to university, then you get a job, then you get married, then you have 2.5 kids. It's like everything is already planned out. What's the fun in that? Where is your joy, right? Are you following the party lines? Or are you doing what you really desire? Society has this box, right? These limitations, and we can play within them without even realizing we're doing it. But the real you is expansive. It's consciousness. You have no limitations. Here are some tips for you and really finding that mission in life, that underlying why. I'll give you an example of my mission. It is to help people trust their inner guidance. So my business primarily is all about helping you communicate with your angels. That to me is an amazing way to trust your inner guidance, because you need to look within and you need to be in touch with your intuition to connect with your guides, and they will help you trust yourself and follow through on what you came to do regardless of what anyone else thinks. So that's really what drew me to that whole topic in the first place. I didn't consciously know that at the time. But there are many other ways that I help people trust their inner guidance. And I myself need to trust my inner guidance. And that's probably going to be a lifelong lesson. So here's some ways that you can try to find your mission. Number one is think about, what did you naturally love to do as a child? What are some memories that you have of truly being in your joy when you were a child and just being creative and flowing? One thing that I experienced when I was little was, this is in the 80s when technology was very different and we had cassette tapes. Can you believe it? My dad had a lot of blank cassette tapes because he liked to record music on them to play in the car. But the stereo that we had these microphones that you could plug in, and you could record yourself talking on the blank cassette tapes. I would do this all the time. I would pretend I was speaking to this amazing audience who were imaginary, by the way. Hey, it's Melissa. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. And I would just talk. I would sing songs. I would do all these things. Well, years later, I remembered that and realized, wow, I was preparing for what I'm doing right in this very moment, recording YouTube videos, teaching online classes, all of that stuff that wasn't even invented in the 80s when I was a kid. But I naturally felt drawn to doing that. So what is that for you that you are naturally drawn to? Number 2, think about what really brings you joy. And if it has something to do with helping people, you're probably even closer to being on the right track. But it doesn't have to be. What are those times when you feel really joyful? If you don't like your job right now, is there a part of it that actually does bring you joy? Like maybe you really love helping your colleagues and guiding them and mentoring them, but you don't like the rest of the work. Look at those things where you lose track of time and you just feel really joyful doing it, and it comes naturally to you. You feel like you're in the flow. And number 3, what do you naturally share or teach people, right? So maybe with your children, maybe with family members, maybe with your best friends, you teach things, you talk about things, you help people. How do you do that? What comes naturally out of you? For me, what I know is that I am very good at empathy. So when I'm with friends, when I'm with my son, I'm really good at empathizing with what they're going through and meeting them where they're at, and then giving them some guidance along the way. That's naturally what I do with people. It's what I do in my business and my work with clients. It's really who I am at the core. I just want to give you some examples of how this works. So by answering these questions, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to naturally hit on the mission. It's something that will kind of evolve, and you can maneuver it over time until you get really clear, but it will point you in the right direction. So spend some time today answering those questions for yourself, meditating on them a little bit, asking your guides to give you more insights into it as well. And this is a process that I take people through in my Authentic and Aligned program. We have a new group cohort opening in May, so you want to check it out soon. And the cool thing about Authentic and Aligned is that you are going to be surrounded by like-minded people. This is not work to do alone. It's work to do with a trusted mentor and amazing like-minded people who actually will help you along the journey as well. You will have much deeper insights when you are part of a group program than if you try to do this on your own. But the cool thing about Authentic and Aligned as well is that there are also individual sessions with me where you're going to uncover insights and awareness about who you are on an authentic soul level and what you're here to do this lifetime. So if you want to change an area of your life, maybe your career, right? Maybe just having more fulfillment. I've had many people go through Authentic and Aligned who were actually retired or semi-retired. And going through this program gave them such self-awareness that they can now really enjoy much more this amazing time of life, of retirement, where you have the abundance and the time to do more of what you truly want to be doing. So check it out. And right now we're doing a free challenge. So that's the best way to jump in and learn more about how to find your purpose in life. It's called the Live Your Purpose Challenge. And you can sign up for free at communicatewithangels.com/challenge. Can't wait to see you there.